Hello Gemini, welcome. I'm Lucia and today I'm doing a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. 3 cards for Gemini. What is going on right now? We have 12th house escape. We have void of course, moon, and missing. We have Saturn return age. Escape. So when I was tuning into your energy, Gemini, I felt like there could be a lot of things around you that could be triggering. I also feel like you guys are very busy, and you have a lot on your mind, and it could be a lot going on around you that it's like you need time to focus and process what you're thinking, what you're receiving, what you're being aware of, and it's trying to find a balance between being able to do whatever's going on around you, being able to get involved, being able to do things. I saw like shopping carts, like busy things, responsibilities, and also at the same time trying to quiet down what's going on in the mind, but also needing to process. So there's this escape, which is this finding a place to feel that makes you feel good, finding sometimes so that you can process, but also take a break and do something that is pleasing, something that is maybe creative, something that brings you joy. A little getaway, a little time out. This is what I'm getting, like a little time out. What's something that you dream about doing? What is something that makes you smile? What is something that you can get back to? Just to break that energy of a lot of triggering things, thoughts, a lot that's going on, a lot of awareness. We have void of course, moon missing. So I feel like with this energy, you could be looking at what you feel like you want to fill, the cup that you are still looking to fill, or the cup that you are looking to put more of what you want in it. What's the void, what's missing, what could you be working on bringing in? And it could be something creative here, but something where it's going to bring in the light. We have the Saturn return age. There could be something here for some people. We have different timelines, and this comes up a lot in my readings because it's so important. Sometimes we don't realize, like every 7 years we go through a major change in our life, and it could be give or take a year or two. If you look back, you'll see that there's Saturn return, which is every 30 years. So depending on your timeline, you could be going through a timeline shift, and there are others. There's 10 years, there's 2 years, there are different ones, but those 2 are like the big ones. So some of you could be feeling this, and some of you, this can mean chapters, endings and new beginnings. We just had a new moon, eclipse moon, and we just had the solar eclipse, and that's all about death and rebirth. That's all about renewal. So there could be an ending of one chapter, beginning of something else, lessons, that we learn from, we become aware of a lot of things, and then we learn from that, and it changes us inside. So, and when we change inside, it'll change what's going on outside as well. So we have divination, guides, Ogum, tree spirits. I mean, if you have a beautiful practice, what are you drawn to? It doesn't have to be what someone else does. It doesn't have to be what someone else says. It's your own thing, whether it's just sitting in a quiet room with some healing frequency music, whether it's sitting outside and connecting with the trees, maybe it's coloring, maybe it's just mindfulness, where you just focus on the thing that you're doing and not thinking about something else. There's something here about having some kind of beautiful practice that kind of puts you in a calm state in all ways. Your physical body, your mind, your energy. You could be feeling spirit or guides, or you could be feeling things, having inner knowings, having some kind of synchronicities happening, paying attention to those messages. So however this card resonates with you, Gemini, there's this thing of, if you're seeing those numbers, paying attention to that 111, 333. If you're seeing a bird and it stands out to you, a butterfly, so what can you do, or what can you hold on to, that you can get messages from, or something that can bring you to a mindful place, because that helps you clear the mind so that moving forward you make the best decisions, in your situation that will be for your highest good. We have She of the Woods, peace, connection, and home. So we have 2 cards of woods here, trees. So you could be drawn to the trees right now. So what makes you feel home? It could be getting back to this escape card right now. Just a ground. I feel like you guys need to ground. Connecting to the trees, connecting to the earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia. The earth has been around for such a long time. So connecting to all those energies, especially if you're looking for wisdom, if you're looking for, clarity. We have celestial, cosmos, creation, and spiral. We have circles in these 3 cards. But I feel like each one of them gives a different energy. So this one gives me years, thinking about the years and experience from wherever you have been in the past up until now. And this one gives me this like healing vibes with that circle and the spirals. It gives me like it's not a mandala, but it gives me that kind of vibe with healing, what brings you back to yourself. And then this one is more like expansion. It's more like it reminds me of the infinity symbol. It reminds me of expansion. So there's something here about your purpose and what you are here to do. What are you here to grow from? What are you here to learn from? And what are you here to do that is usually different from what you've done in the past? And this is a card that puts you out of your comfort zone. Because that is where we grow. That's where we grow. If things were comfortable, we wouldn't grow from that. So, and that's not what this says, but this is a card that pushes us to create. And this is the card that sometimes makes us go to times where it's we appreciate the light. It kind of pushes us to not dim our light, to make it shine brighter. So what else do we need for Gemini? We have Ace of Cups. We have 4 of Swords. This is a card of new connections. This is a card of restarts, new connections. Ace of Cups. So there could be opportunities here for new connections, new bonds, or making current bonds stronger, more special, more tighter. We have the 4 of Swords. This is the card of peace, but this comes in a challenge. So there's something here like, what can you do to bring a little bit more of this energy into your life? We have the 8 of Swords. So this is the card of what needs to change to get you out of a place where you feel trapped, stagnant. What can you do to get you out of that place? So let's see what we have here. What do we have for the Ace of Cups? And what do we have for the 4 of Swords? And what do we have for the 8 of Swords for Gemini? Anything else? Ace of Cups, we have impulsiveness, this Mars and Aries energy. So there is this energy of new bonds, new connections, but also with this impulsiveness, there's a message here of pausing before you open up too much, pausing before you jump in all the way, just giving yourself time to feel out something before you say yes to it. And that does not mean that whatever is coming in is good or bad. That just means that, making sure that you take your time before you invest yourself into something, just making sure that if anything from the past has been disappointing, that you're feeling good about this thing, that if the red flags are there, that you're going to see them and you're going to do something about them. And if you're feeling like you get the green light or the green flag, then you're going to feel confident. And it's all about also trusting your intuition with this situation, whatever comes new here. Because I feel like these relationships could be shifting, connections could be shifting, communities could be changing, and I think this has been coming up for you guys in your readings lately. We have Principle with the Four of Swords. What can bring you peace? This card is about movement, going to places that make you feel like home, going to places that make you feel happy, or doing things, exploring. There could be even learning something new, taking a class, you know, something, getting out of the mind and focusing on something that can nourish your soul, nourish your mind, instead of replaying certain, you know, if there are challenging things going on. This kind of gets you out of that and shifts that energy a little bit. We have this Friendship card with this Eight of Swords, the Moon, and Cancer energy. We have this this Friendship card, and we also have that Cancer energy. So there could be something here related to friends, or friends that feel like family, or even family situations. So there could be a goal here of really looking at how you're seeing things, and how are you going to either see something in a different perspective, change the situation if it can be changed, or how to move forward in a way where you can move forward and have safety around you. You know, how can you protect yourself, move forward in a situation, or if you're in a situation and you can't change it, how can you practice those like safe boundaries in whatever this is that you could be feeling like something is feeling stagnant or stuck, or whatever this is in a situation here. What else do we have for Gemini? We have the Ten of Swords. So what are we ready to say goodbye to, that it could be on the mind, that does not need to be there anymore? Because that's just going to burden you more. So what is it that we can leave in the past? Something in the past, like leave something in the past and moving forward. What are we rising up from? What are we ready to let go of? Because we are in a place of rebirth. So we have the Fortune card. Things are shifting. Things are changing. And there's room for growth with this card. So what are we doing with this change? What energy we're going to put into this change? There's a message here of really taking care of yourself and really being honest with yourself with what's working out and what's not working out for you right now. That can mean anything. It can mean situations, people, it could be beliefs, however that resonates. So let's see what else we get. Queen of Discs. Two of Cups. Princess of Discs. And the Hermit card. So we have... There's change here. For some, it could be work situations or home stability situations. There could be something showing you something about time. Every time I see this card, I think about the time. There's something here about having a comfort. There's something here about if you're working, there could be changes happening with collabs, partnerships, people around you, community. There could also be something where things need to feel secure. Connections need to mean something. I feel like that's where that pausing comes in with that new connections, that Ace of Cups. There's something here also about meaningful connections with the Two of Cups. Meaningful connections that pour emotion from one person to another. It's like an exchange where two people really feel that beautiful energy exchange when they're together. So there could be something here. You could be focused more on relationships, intimate relationships, more bonds. That this can be something very important to you, though there could be opportunities around you to have more of this energy in, or these one-on-one connections. Some of you could be feeling like there could be community, but some of you could be shifting towards more one-on-one instead of a bunch of people at the same time kind of thing. And that's very specific and may not resonate with everybody. So take that how it resonates. What's going on with this Wheel of Fortune? what's going on with this Queen of Discs for Gemini. Okay, so with the Wheel of Fortune, we have choice. So we have this Mars and Libra energy, choice. Again, this is like things are changing. So what are we going to be putting into this change? Are we going to put in this like mentality of us feeling like we're never going to get out of a situation? Or are we going to look into this energy of blooming? You could be looking at how you're doing things in the future and looking at what really needs to, what's working out and what's not working out, or what needs to change, what needs to change here. What do we need to let go of? What do we need to stop worrying about so that we can at least free our minds somewhat, you know, so that we can have more energy for more clarity in other situations that are, you know, right now, what's going on right now in the present time. And then with the Queen of Discs, we have this isolation card. You know, what I get with this is like really thinking about what do you need for security. The isolation card, I feel like sometimes you could be feeling alone. Sometimes you could be feeling like people don't understand what's, you know, what's going on, or what you got going on, or how much you have on your back. But you're also seeing, I feel you're seeing the journey here. And there's a lot with this Virgo energy of you seeing the details, reading between the lines, seeing where you are now, all the things that got you to where you are, but also seeing how now anything that you're not happy with, anything that's not working for you anymore, what are we doing in the future? So there is something here about tweaking relationships, your beliefs about things, or, you know, moving forward. There's something here you're going to be doing different that is going to be overall better for you. Thinking of yourself, a more healthier situation, stability. Some of you could be also making changes for health benefits here. There could be choices having to do with health as well, because Pentacles can also represent the body. It can also be financial decisions and work decisions. So these things, there could be a lot going on here. It could be more than one thing. It could be family stability, financial security, you know, future plans, or stable relationships. So room for growth. What's with this Two of Cups, this love card, this, you know, connections, you know, true bonds. We have adaptability. So the Moon and Gemini energy. So you're seeing very clearly things are changing. So we have to change. So they could be here, like you could be changing, adapting to the shifts in relationships. Relationships could be changing, meaningful relationships. You know, you could be really thinking about this as well as also with other bonds with community and work and stuff like that, depending on what is the important thing that you are dealing with right now. It could be more than one thing, you know, because sometimes one thing can affect other things. So there's this ability to adapt, you know, like children adapt so easily to change, whereas adults, we're so programmed to be robotic and stuck in a pattern. So there could be something here where a little change could, you know, shift things, and it might be more exciting. So there could be something here where we have to change. And sometimes the changes are not, I mean, not everybody's going to have exciting changes going on, but there's something here about how do we bring this energy in where we can adapt and shift and bring in more pleasure, bring in more, you know, as the times change, we change, and then we bring in more of the energy that we are growing into or shedding things of us that are not part of us, and looking for that, what aligns with us when we shift like that. So major transformation again, and anyone can deal with that timeline card. These are lessons that come with that. Princess of Discs, we're thinking about where do we need to plant the seeds for new things, for growth. Where do we need to plant the seeds here? So I feel like you have a plan, you know what you want, you have a plan, and you know what you want to do. What is going on with this Princess of Discs here with this Earth of Earth? We have ostentation. I feel with this, there's something here that you want. You're going to stay strong with this because this is about your time matters. You know, your time matters, your energy matters. And I feel like you're going to be really determined in putting your foot down on what it is that you need. And we have the Seven of Discs and the Hermit card, and the Hermit kind of isolates this to look for answers, to analyze, to process. So you could be looking for that little escape time to clear your mind and then come back to, you know, do something in a quiet space where you can really focus and see the answers or see what you want to do. And then we have the Seven of Discs. The Seven of Discs is really being truthful with what's working out and what's not working out for you. So you could be processing all of this and then seeing the light, because the Hermit, when you go into Hermit mode, you sit, the quiet brings the truth, and then with that you can make the choices, or you can see where you need to go moving forward. So Gemini, this is a chance for transformation. This is the renewal. You got the celery dragon renewal. So there's life here. See that greenery? That's the seed that's planted. That's this card. The Ace, the Princess of Discs is similar to the Ace of Discs. And we have the Queen here. So it's something that you know how to do because you've done this before. You've done this before, maybe in a different timeline. Maybe 7 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. But there's something here about going back to that fresh energy of how you did this before, that you can do this again, and you will. And it's these aces with the change. So new connections, new opportunities. So what else do we have for Gemini? We have rot and decay. It festers when left in the shadows. Bring it to life by giving it away. Anything that is making you feel heavy, let that go, because that's just going to get more heavier and heavier. So anything that we need to let go of, that's where this card comes in. Letting go of something in the past that you don't need anymore. Letting go of what is not working out for you, and staying present. And what else do we have for Gemini? Make yourself lighter. Inner world. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. Well, this is just a message of, you know, the outside things, how we react. If we get triggered by outside things, we have to ask ourselves, why are we getting triggered by this? Especially if it's not your thing to be triggered. If it's not yours, that thing, you have to let it go. Because sometimes we care about people, we care about things, and we care too much. And that can also be another burden. That could be another thing that's not ours. Like, everybody's on their journey. Everybody's making their choices. So you have to focus on yourself. You have to fill your cup first. And also, when you change yourself inside, when you change your perspective and you change yourself and you let go of old beliefs about yourself, you know, and go into limitless mode and shine that light brighter, the things around you change. So with that, I leave you with love, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.